This is probably the best sum to start the DFS because it is like completely template DFS. So we just find out the connected components over here, the number of connected components there are. So we find out that this island is a connected component, this is also considered, and we output that number of islands over here. Over here again we select number of islands as the number of connected components. So this is 3 over here, 1 over here, and then number of connected components is basically, this is 4 directionally connected. This is not 8 directionally connected, this is 4 directionally connected. So that we need to just keep in mind. One more thing to note, that we can just define vector as a global variable of vector int of direction as 0, 1, 0, -1, and then 1, 0, and then -1, 0. So this is our 4 directional vector global variable, and then use as many global variables as possible. Because over here there is no concurrency or data race, right? No problem. No need to pass it again and again. These are the points. So in a template DFS there are only 3 lines. The first line is we mark the something as visited, whatever node we are at right now, whatever we are exploring, whose neighbors we are exploring, that node is visited, and then we go on to explore its nodes and do whatever we want to after that. Before doing that we need to just stay in our guardrails. That is it. Coming back to code part of it, we can just check the code that number of islands over here, I've defined global variables as many as I could. I defined it over here and then setting it using this dot m, this dot n kind of signatures, and then defining the 2D array, which is the visited array. 2D visited array definition. Now this can also maybe go on in the global variable also, then we don't need to even pass this over here. This can also maybe go over here, we can declare it over there, and then over here just populate it, declare here, and then just fill here. This is the first step, this is the second step. If we do that, then we don't need this also, this part of to be passed also. But yeah, over here I chose it like this. Next thing is we need to just run the DFS. I'll go to each and every element in that, or the cell in that grid, and then check from there if a DFS should be made. Why DFS? DFS lines of code is very less, only 2 lines basically. One is the exploration, one is the mark visited, and then explore neighbors. Now this is a template DFS because over here there is no post processing. Like after processing that, do we have some condition to return something or else add something to some vector or something? There is no post processing here, so template DFS this is. Next, in the DFS code only, we just mark it as visited, then we explore all its neighbors. This is my x, this is my y. I'm just taking the directional vectors. So this loop will run for 4 times for each of the node. And then over here these are the guardrails as talked about, and if it passes those guardrails, then we proceed on to do a DFS for it. If not, then no need of the DFS. That's it.